What's going on, everybody? It's me, obviously, it's RDV, and I'm here with Eric Breen. And there's something different I've been noticing lately on these Tuesday nights, Breen.
No.
I just can't put my finger on it. Like, there's usually something or someone here, I think, and I don't see them. I don't see them anywhere. I thought maybe he'd be back from his little mini vacation because, he's not here.
I just sent him a text, told him his brother and his paw want to see his smiling face.
I mean, there is no response at all. I sent him the link the other day. It says he's playing Marvel Snap right now on my phone. Discord tells me what he's playing. No, I'll ask him if he's doing. But hello to One Slick Dude who's saying greetings. Thank you for watching this. Yeah, quite a few good books out this week. Not as big. My list is small. Wait, hold on. It was Zach.
Hey, what's up, guys?
That's not your smiling face. That's a comic book panel.
You're correct, because my smiling face is under the weather. So I come back from vacation, and all of a sudden I got hit with Louisiana fever.
What do you think was going to happen? Next you're gonna start rooting for the Saints to win the Super Bowl.
I always do that.
See, that's why you're just a sick young man. What's up, Mark McGrath and Dead Quinn, Marania? Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to see you tonight, because I know you went on vacation last week, and you just kind of had your toes in the sand, and you were sipping on margaritas and listening to John, Johnny, what's his name?
Johnny what?
Sorry, it's
Johnny Cash.
He could be listening. No,
I mean,
Margaritaville guy.
That's Jimmy Buffett.
Sorry. Okay. I'm trying to be hip and cool here.
I don't think Jimmy Buffett qualifies as hip. Cool always, but never hip.
Well, he probably broke a hip. His old age. Who knows? Anyway, we're nearly here to talk about Jimmy Buffett and Zach's leisure time.
We are not.
No, I was just talking about you. Actually, there's some books coming out this week, and there's some that are actually okay. But there's quite a few. Wow, Incredible Hulk annual that no one's gonna read. But Zach, obviously you have a top 5, hopefully.
Yes, I do have a top 5. Whether or not I will get to read them in one day or 2 days will be up to my schedule. But I picked up first day back in town. I went to the shop and picked up all the books. There were like 8 books from last week that were on my that were in my box. I was just like, dang, was not expecting that many books. But so I'm still reading some of those. And then I got my Common America. The new Common America volume came in the mail. So my stack of books is just piling up.
I gotta ask though, did you check out the best of the week to see which books were the best?
No, because I didn't want to go and read my books with a spoiled, biased opinion.
Well, you skipped to the end.
Hey,
I guess we could do that.
I just saw Mark McGrath's thing. What is it about their publisher?
The Mad Cave books? Ooh. I know there's at least about just one is Sanction, and the other one is Flash Gordon.
No, he said I saw a couple Mad Cave books in the thumbnail. They may have some good books, but they're a terrible publisher. Just want to know.
I didn't read the last
person, the head guy, or
I thought Flash Gordon, from what I'm seeing, doesn't come out until next week.
Did it get pushed?
I think it got, because earlier today I saw Flash Gordon #2 was supposed to come out. But now I'm on the Comic Case right now, and it's saying September 4th.
I'll have to update it then. Thumbnail later on. But sadly, then that takes away some of my books. Well, it's not on my list though. For pull list. That's probably why because I just made my pull list tonight, and I'm like, I didn't dawn on me that Flash Gordon wasn't even in my pull.
It should be. Why wouldn't it be?
No, because it got pushed next week, so it's not showing up in my pull list this week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I get my little weekly reminder like, hey, these are your books that are gonna be at your shop, and I saw Flash Gordon on that list, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I go to League of Comic Geeks, and there's like, nope, psych, comes out next week. Very unusual. Very unusual.
Well, that kind of sucks, but
yeah, a little bit.
It doesn't take my top 5 for the night.
Yep, it's not gonna ruin things for me.
No. So obviously you read all your books last week, though.
No. I read World's Finest. I read what did I read? I got over here. I read World's Finest. Did I read Superman? No, I didn't read Superman yet. I read Nightclub and Ultimate Spider-Man. I've only read 3 of them so far. I still have to read Superman. I still have to read Destro, G.I. Joe, Redcoat, and Blood Squad 7.
Nightclub 2, you read that?
Yeah, I read that one. That was I think that was the first one that I read this week.
All right.
That was a good one.
Did you check out Get Fury number 4?
I haven't checked out Get Fury 1 through 3.
You should be getting Fury. Yeah. But Wolverine's Revenge number 1 was gone. Unless you like Elseworld stories. Anyway, speaking of Elseworld stories, Ultimate X-Men number 6 comes out this week. And I guess the rumor is the New Mutant's gonna be Psylocke.
No, I thought they introduced Psylocke already.
Not in the Ultimate yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought, I'm saying I thought in this one they introduced Psylocke.
No. It has Surge, Hazmat, and Nico, whatever her name is.
Hazmat is a mutant now? Interesting. Okay.
Or not Hazmat, sorry, Armor. Armor, that's what it is, yeah.
Armor, okay.
I get those two confused because they came out at the same time and just figured whatever.
Gotcha.
Neither one of them does anything for me for X-Men.
I hope not. They're both minors. I hope they don't do anything for you.
Actually, Hazmat's not a minor anymore.
I thought. Well, I still think of her as being in the Avengers Academy. So
regardless, though, I'm not attracted to comic book characters.
Good. What are you talking about? Everybody's attracted to what was it? Oh God. What was it? Not She-Hulk. She-Hulk was me. There was somebody I thought. Anyway, never mind.
Anyway,
I'm sorry, guys. I took some medicine and I'm trying to wake up. So, my bad. I'm not my normal suave self.
All right. I guess any.
I did get 2 trades also that I'm gonna have to read. One is the Einfeld Gang Massacre. I did get that. I got the trade collection of it, and then I also got the trade paperback of Gods by Jonathan Hickman. So I got those 2 as well. You bought
an expensive book just to look at?
No, it was a $20, 25 maybe. No, I'm gonna read it.
And you're gonna fall asleep in the first 5 minutes.
I haven't fallen asleep reading anything by Hickman, so.
Well, you could check out Hickman's Wolverine Revenge number 1 and tell me what do you think of that.
Probably is pretty good. Are you and Wes trading notes now?
No.
I know Wes was complaining about it.
Well, you know, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but obviously, but there's 2 big reasons why I didn't like it. Yeah, and it's just a decision they make. But anyway, we're neither here for that. If you want to go check out that review, go check out the best of the week. Who wants to go first? And also, I'm always the only one on camera.
I told you I'm not
I don't
doing
care
too
if you're
hot. I got the light. No, I got the lights turned off. I'm trying to keep like the eye vision. What is it? The light sensitivity.
Well, okay,
but I can go first though.
I'm gonna
I'll go
say
first.
you and me in the dark is not be a problem. Marania streams in the dark here with us.
All right, we've got my number 5 is Mark Millar, Nemesis, Rogues Gallery. This is issue number 2 with Valerio Giordano. I want to say that's how you pronounce it.
Hey, look, Hello Darkness number 2.
It is way down the list. Way down there. There it is.
Oh,
Just past it. One more. There you go.
yeah.
Yeah. Nemesis is back from the confines of his hospital bed, seeking to rebuild his vast fortune and get his name back out there, let everyone know that he's back. But he's gonna need a sidekick. So he is on the run. He's not on the run, but he's in the wind. He's looking for the worst kid in the world to kind of become his evil Robin, which is a really cool story. I kind of dig the setup for it. But yeah, I think it'll be fun in an evil way, if that makes sense.
Evil Batman.
Evil. No, it'll be no. Nemesis is a very well written villain. Yeah, I can't wait to see where Mark takes him, because it seemed like after Big Game, like his story would be pretty much done. But I know Mark doesn't just drag out his characters just for anything. So
I forgot.
I'm very curious to see what he has in store.
Who was the writer that took away Batman's fortune in the past 4 years?
Was that King?
No.
Not
Tynan was writing it when they stole it.
Okay.
And then the Foxes, wouldn't give it back.
Okay, that's tiny in the thing.
And then I think Chip kept him poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chip. Yeah, if I recall, well, in Batman and Robin, the Williamson series, they were living in a apartment. Yeah. They weren't in Wayne Manor. So.
Yeah, maybe they were.
Because
paying lip service to continuity, but
because Vandal Savage basically bought his mansion.
Oh, really?
And had access to the Batcave and all that stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's how crappy it's been. So he said he has no fortune. He's taking on this. It's like, this reminds me of all the times that Batman kept losing Wayne Manor. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know. This is the make or break for me. I like the first one, but not as much, as I like the past series. I'm thinking, like, where were we gonna go with this? Because this is now he's got revenge, but we had Big Game. That's it led up to something. Like, where is he's gonna go against heroes? I guess in this, or just regular. We're gonna get crossover events. That's what I want to know. But anyway. Already gonna go to Mr. Who would be next? Would be we going up or we going down on the list here?
Totally up to you.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go next then, unless you want to, Breen.
Go ahead.
All right. Number 5 for me this week actually is Void Rivals. Number 12. See, yeah, they're not. It's just this cover is kind of very dramatic. Are they gonna destined to walk separate paths? Basically, makes it seem like they're gonna split up. Basically where Solid goes, it just says Jared cannot follow, or can he? What will Springer's final fate be? Jerry. Sorry, I'm trying to hear that name, Springer. And what are the Quintessence planning? Obviously, there's going to be a world invasion by the Quintessence, and both worlds are going to have to team up together. Earth people and his people. There's going to be unity. They are one. I want this cover, the variant here, the 1 in 25. This just looks so cool. It loads. I thought that's very cool because it has that Earth and everything behind it too. Like little, not Earth, but I mean like their thing planet.
Yeah.
Fathers, So, well, it's on her daddy. I mean, No. Honestly, I'm looking forward to this. See what's going because I want more Transformers. I want more Springer. Uh, Here's the other one with Springer, basically defeated. I'm curious to see where this series is going because like obviously it's not Transformers. It's its own separate thing. So there's no source material to go off of. So I don't know. Find out. Hello, Mr. Breen. Where are we going?
Ooh. Well, in the light of the Flash Gordon's being pushed back a week,
You got to change your list.
I had to change my list. So my number 5 features a story from everybody's favorite new I can't even bring myself to say it. Mags Visaggio. That's the Archie Cursed Library Alpha.
I'm scrolling forever.
See, this is what happens when you need to come up with a top 5 and 2 of them are taken from you and the big 2 absolutely suck.
0 30th anniversary special. What?
Tell you what, I'm not real happy at seeing how far down you have to go to get a Mark Miller book.
I know. It's
Nightclub was way down there too. 'Cause it's almost like the industry, the audience that they have worked so hard to get, which is basically not that one.
Oh, not this one. Okay,
No,
sorry.
it's Cursed Library. It's part of the
I saw Archie and I thought I was done scrolling. Okay.
I know Rocketeer and Popeye are really far down the list too.
Yeah, Rocketeer too. I mean,
Very
Popeye. I
discouraging.
understand. Isn't Popeye was popular in the '90s, and I don't think his popularity is still as big as it was back then.
Yeah, but this Popeye looks cool. This Popeye looks like a manga book.
This is the Nick Fury. When you see how I lost the eye, there's a cat. Hey, get this out. This is coming out for like $15. It's by oversized reprint. Where are we going here? There it is.
Right there.
Wow. It'd be forever to get down there.
Wow, Superman Muhammad Ali is down there really far away too.
The reprint, yeah. Alrighty. This is it. It's the big one. I think of Ray every time I type. Like Ghostbusters. This is it. Art looks decent on here. I guess that's who's the girl on the left? The pink hair. Is that a new character? Let's see here. We last saw off in Madam Satan, Hell on Earth. Wow, they're actually continuing from a different one. Jinx is the former queen of the underworld, trapped in the mysterious library. And their father bestowed the human powers have intensified. She's Raven. To stop Jinx from becoming like her father, her best friend Danny Malloy. Oh, yeah, now I remember why I'm not buying it.
What?
Danny Malloy is the trans character.
Well, I don't have a number 5.
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
No, it is. Yeah, trans gonna trans. So I think I'll take that. I don't have number 5.
Way to go, Bankman! You ruined it for him.
Don't look at me. I don't decide these things. I was bummed too.
Convince her to guide him, her friends. Who knows? Hey, maybe it's good. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, just hey Mags, write one story that isn't trans, and then maybe I'll give it a look. Yeah,
well, there was that one one Jenny Hex story.
3 years ago.
To be fair,
exactly.
I could be wrong, but I thought Danny Malloy was the character that they changed.
It is, and I guarantee you that's the story Mags is writing because there's 3 stories, and
yeah. Alrighty.
Boom, boom, boom.
Jinx and her trans fans are an average. I mean, there are other stories you could pick from if you want to come back to it. There's number 5. You might have another one on there. Like, Well, I'm sure I saw one that's it just passed one that's on your list, obviously. But you could have Savage Sword of Conan as one of your fives if you're not reading that. Berserker's a new book. It's actually Matt Kinnigan back again with Keanu Reeves.
Was Breen reading Berserker to begin with? I don't remember if he was or not.
Matt Kinnigan and Keanu Reeves we're working on Berserker. Yeah, begin with. And
No. Was Breen reading Berserker? Not was Kent writing?
I don't know. I mean, there's Nottingham. Obviously, that's still going well. It's number 15 there. I don't know who's writing that, but I thought there's Popeye.
Yeah, that's been going for a while.
Yeah. There's a One Piece. Look at that.
That's right. Chapter 1124.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Ram God. I've never heard of this one. It's too massive. And then all the reprints are coming out now. There you go. This should be safe, right?
That's right. It's if Mags hosted the Geeky Puppet Show, it would be Puppeteen Trans Friends.
Wow.
All right.
Funny.
Huh. I usually I don't go this far down because there's like, this is reprints. But Powerpuff Girls 2 is coming up. All right. I don't know. All right. I'll go see Zach again.
All right. Number 4 on the list is from IDW. The one book from IDW they have coming out that's worth a darn is The Rocketeer Breaks Free. This is issue number 2.
I will just say one thing. Look at the titles that are just crappy. Detective Comics, Amazing Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four. You can't even read Green Arrow because Green Arrow is probably going to be crappy too. Not
still Josh Williamson.
I understand that, but it's storytelling. It's not going to be as appealing as it was.
Let's hang on. Let's back up here. We need to put a distinction between mid and crappy. X-Men was not crappy. It was mid, but it was not crappy. Same with Fantastic Four. I don't know the deal with Detective.
It was still Krakoa.
No, it wasn't. They weren't on Krakoa.
Krakoa was never going away.
Zach wants to invite Gail over for some gumbo.
I'm just saying, titles that back in the 80s and the 90s, you probably still would be reading Breen.
Well, it's crazy. It's Flash number 12. The family reunited. No one cares.
It's not Jeremy Adams.
Yep.
But the family wasn't broken up like everyone.
I would have read Nick's back in the day, but not Wolverine Nick's. But what was your pick again?
Yeah, so you don't even remember. Rocketeer Breaks Free, issue number 2.
Well, I'm scrolling down, make sure I haven't passed it up because
you're not reading Cy Spurrier's Flash, are you?
No.
I dip in every once in a while.
I don't have the money. I don't have the you might have. Oh, there it is.
No, right, I know I didn't pass it up because it's that far down the list.
Some of the best stuff is way down there.
It's got Stas Johnson from Winger. No, just kidding.
I don't know who Stas Johnson is. I know Stephen Mooney.
I think Stas Johnson's been around since the 90s. I want to say he might have drawn some Wonder Mans.
He looks like he's been around since the 90s. Yeah. What do we got here? We got Cliff and Betty in San Francisco.
Ooh,
he's British. He finds himself fighting against Nazis in San Francisco. Apparently, they want to take over Alcatraz. I think the Nazis still have the jetpacks from the previous story, where they were stealing his jetpack designs. So yeah, good stuff. Good Rocketeer pulp. Rocketeer versus Nazis pulp adventures. Stephen Mooney, I think, does a good job writing the character. I would like to see him do more drawing because his art is actually pretty good.
Oh my gosh. Next issue is going to be called Escape from Alcatraz. Sorry.
Actually, looking ahead, they're breaking into Alcatraz. So maybe it'll be issue number 4.
the Catwoman series that Chuck Dixon and Jim Ballant drew most of.
Yeah, he was on there.
Jazz Johnson was the artist at the end of that series.
Cool.
Yeah, he didn't do Wonder Man. I was thinking of somebody else, but yeah, he did
I hope he wasn't doing Wonder Man. But
really, that's where you want to. That's where you want to go for Judgment Day.
Well, you talk about Dick and you talk about Wonder Man. So
at least I raised one proper son.
Oh, I'm done, by the way. Oh, he's drinking. Oh, okay. So I thought he was waiting for me to comment.
All right. Go to my number 4. There's a book we already talked about. I'll just scroll down and you can see it again. Number 4, it was Nemesis. There you go. All right, on to Breen.
All right, my number 4 is a book we've already talked about that I should have stopped you so you didn't have to go up and down, but it's The Rocketeer Breaks Free.
Nice.
Hey.
Right. Did you know that the artist worked on Catwoman?
Yes. Meow. Was that the governor calling you?
No, that's my phone. Hang on 1 second.
That's what I said. Something like the British government. Prince Charles is on the phone. Hang on. All right. Well, we? Okay, so we'll go number 3. I go number 3 then, right? Oh, no, wait, is it Zach's turn?
It's Zach's turn.
Oh, of course it's Zach's turn. I saw this is coming out though. The first of a 4-issue limited series though. This out. They're releasing this again.
Huh.
So I'm like, I don't think I've ever read it before. I never was really into big Transformer stuff back in the day, but this is a reprint of the Marvel one under Skybound. So honestly, this looks kind of cool. I was like thinking like, oh man, maybe you should check this out. And it's $4, but I don't know what the original price is for the original one is. Printing is if it's up there. Jay, if he was here, would know. He's really into.
Well, I think Marvel comics were either 60 cents or 75 cents when it first came out.
But I mean, like, what is it? The collector price? Is this
I don't know I don't know if number 1 is worth a lot, but there are no cheap books in that. Some like the cheapest books like $8, but like the last 15 or so, the print run got really small. So there's a lot of them in the 20s and 30s.
Wow. And look at this. It's going to be printed in newsprint. And it features all new variant cover. So.
Because of course it does.
Why not? So. Yeah. Oh. Ooh, you can get the foil version. You know, you can get the Autobots or Decepticons. Steven Ola foil. And then there's the blank one. I hate these blank ones here. Christian Ward doing his own cover too. But
you know, it would be cool
if Bill Mantle is still alive.
Well, he is still alive, but if
is he? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
but he's.
Whenever I see the black and white, I fear the worst.
Well, I told you what happened to him.
He got a brain damage, right?
Yeah, he was hit by a car while he was bicycling to work.
Yeah.
And his brother was his caregiver for years, decades, and his brother died. So I don't know who takes care of him now.
Is the state maybe? I don't know.
But yeah, they said that they arranged for a private screening of the first Guardians movie for him because he created Rocket Raccoon.
Yep.
And they said he sort of knew what was going on a little bit, but it's one of the sadder stories in comics history because he was just a workhorse of a writer. And when you think about it, his name never comes up when you talk about the best runs.
Yeah.
But he was always good for 2 or 3 books a month. And yeah, like I put him in a class with like Dan Abnett, who could like Jim DeMatteis, guys that could do multiple books a month. Because people forget that when some of the like greatest stories of all time, that was the only thing that writer worked on for X amount of time. And if you're already, a genius level writer, but you don't have to, pump out 3 or 4 titles,
Yep.
it's, like I said, comics needs its Bill Mantlos, and comics doesn't really the modern day equivalent of them are diversity hired, untalented hacks that do 3 books a month because they do them for pennies a page.
He's working a lot here. Sasha Tales did some work on there. He's only a writer, right? He was never an artist.
No, he's a writer.
Yep, he's got Bizarre Comedy, he's got Black Widow, Battlestar Galactica, Buckaroo. Then Cloak and Dagger in Spanish. Capa Elaya Punal. Captain America. Oh, and the Campbell kids? I gotta find this. We gotta read that. Whenever I don't know, man, whenever I see something like that. Those are
why don't we go ahead to your number 3 and Zach can catch up.
I know, I'm just looking at this.
Oh, his number 3 is Avengers vs. Aliens.
Oh, okay. Really? Dude, you read this? You ever heard of this?
No.
That looks so cool. Huh. Nice.
A friend of mine was a Campbell's kid.
Nice.
That was probably 70 years ago, maybe, give or take.
All right. Number 3 is Venom. But not the one you think. I guess there was that Avengers vs. Aliens up here. I didn't know that was even a thing.
Should we click on that and see what it's about there? Since
I probably, but though, before I go to mine. John Hickman's writing it. Okay. So he's just doing a bunch of Elseworld stuff.
Wow, now I know why Jimmy liked Assad Rabik so much. He looks like him.
And now I know why. Well, we'll know if Ultimate Spider starts to slip in quality, because he's writing books outside of that. Xenomorphs reach Earth. Perfect organism meets the planet of superheroes. Who's gonna have the chest bursting scene? Will Iron Man get a face hugger? Well, wow. Captain America looks very, very.
That better be a good story for $32.
Look at that grumpy face. He's Grumpy Cat. I'm not a big fan of the Iron Man armor having abs. I don't remember it ever having abs on the armor. Maybe it did, but I don't remember that. That's weird. Oh, look at that. Tony Astero, Mark Brooks. Who's got... Wow. 1-100 Mark Brooks.
Send him.
Yeah. Alrighty. It's a 4-part admissible. I'll preview it online. I guess that's just $8 for 44 pages. Jeez. Oh, alrighty then. Yeah. Remember when $8 could get you like 64 pages?
I do. I remember when 50 cents would get you 64 pages.
Right? Now $10, it should be like easy 100 pages. But all right, yeah, go down to mine. Gotta get to Venom. Then is Separation Anxiety. Not Venom Reborn. Nope. It's Venom versus the Rhino. I'm jacked for this. The Rhino popped up and now it's got the Purple Man. Yeah, and just it's 80s fun. That's what it feels like. 80s, early 90s. Whenever I get the chance to see the Rhino in a book, I don't feel the Rhino's used that much anymore. He was used quite a much in back in the original Volume 1 of Spider-Man. But I feel like today it's like people forget that the Rhino is
Oh,
still around.
Rhino's still one of the most overused characters.
Is he?
Whenever
I,
someone that doesn't bother to know Marvel history needs a villain, they all know who Rhino is, because I think he was on the X-Men SpaghettiOs box or something.
well, I know that Rhino apparently he's being able for rematch, so I imagine the Rhino probably was in Venom Lethal for or whatever, like Lethal what's it called? Lethal something.
Oh,
The one Lethal Enforcer, that's what it was. Yeah. But like I said, I like the Rhino. Rhino's one of my favorite characters. So he can hold his own for the most part. And I guess I'm looking forward to seeing more like him in this. So, and then here's the Paulo Sakura Homaji variant, which is kind of cool. I mean, that's cool. Look at that original. Wow.
do you know what that's homaging?
I probably should know. It's probably really popular.
You should. It's the 25th anniversary covers. They all had the character borders with a headshot basically in the middle.
Man, look at that. If only they could draw them back to looking like these, like they were in the 80s, like this with the armor. Look at Captain Marvel right there.
That's my boys.
Man. Yeah. I wish they would go back to the style for the combo characters today, but they won't.
Did you see that? Speaking of comic book characters that they won't go back to, did you see the picture I sent of Star Sapphire earlier today in Sports Ball?
No, I did not.
Check it out real quick while you're. I said Star Sapphire when comics were aimed at guys, or were for guys or whatever it was.
Oh, okay. That's during. Okay, that's John's. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's not even 20 years ago.
Wow. Who does the cover on that?
I don't remember.
I can't zoom in. It's just. Oh, it's at the bottom of that photo. It just doesn't. Is that your own personal stack?
Yeah, I've been
Okay, yeah. Because it was in the bottom right corner by his head. So if you have access to that
well, at the let's see.
But
What issue was that?
Number 18. Green Lantern number 18
Right.
from 2007. Wow. Where are her organs?
Who cares?
Inside her body, like they should be.
No, you saw the photo earlier he posted?
Organs aren't supposed to be huge. I don't know why people think organs are huge. Like your stomach is only the size. I think it's slightly smaller than your fist. And all of the organs are like flexible and liquidy. Like
Zach,
they morph. What?
Zach, I'm sorry that I triggered you.
Hmm?
I triggered you by saying that.
No, I'm just dumb of these. I'm not dumb. I'm tired of these dummies. God, I need coffee. I'm tired of these dummies who act like your organs are supposed to be like giant balloons and you have to be like blob sized to give your organs enough room.
Did you see these this variant?
Yeah, I don't care for these types of covers, even like the classic ones that do it. I don't care for it.
I love them.
It's just like it just looks like a postcard or something. There's nothing about the inside of the book.
Well,
I mean, I like the detail with all the different characters, but I mean, ultimately, it's a smaller Venom picture. I mean, it's like it could be bigger if you didn't have all these other guys on the outside.
I think it ruins it is they put the barcode on it.
Well, that too, but I'm talking about even if the barcode and the little newsprint thing in the corner wasn't there, I would still not care for it.
Well, the barcode normally wouldn't be there in the older ones.
I don't care for any of it.
It'd be like right here.
I know, but I'm just saying I don't care for the cover in general, though.
See, Venkman, I'd say show that to Zach, but he likes new comics so much he'd probably be offended by it.
The Jeff Johns Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Jeff Johns Green Lantern is amazing.
Number issue. I think it was 18.
Which one?
Issue 18 of the 2007 run.
Why are we talking about that?
because you showed me how hot Star Starfire was. Not
Oh,
even.
yeah. I saw. Oh, yeah. That's that was in the sports ball group, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So,
Eh,
like I said, I'm looking forward to separation anxiety from Venom.
is that David Michelini again?
Yep,
Michelini, whatever.
Michelin Man.
You get Michelin Man. Are we on number threes? Because you got my number 3, right? I
Yeah,
typed it
yeah,
in. I
yeah.
didn't know how long
I
I was going to be gone.
we showed it off. Went
Okay.
through it.
Okay. I just wanted to. I didn't want to hold up the show.
Iron Man with abs.
That's Ivan Rice, by the way. He did the cover.
Oh,
Okay.
Ivan Rice. Yeah, he's good. Iron Man's had abs before. In the 90s, I think he had abs. On the suit, I mean.
I don't know.
I thought the Extremis armor had abs. I could be wrong.
Spoiler, I don't. I grew up with the comics that were made for guys, but as a woman, I dug the action stories.
Shoot, the comment above that, they don't even want Hallmark romance stuff because Hallmark does straight relationships.
Yeah.
Ha.
I'm serious.
There's still a lot of straight relationships.
Yeah, it's
in
probably
comics.
50-50.
Yeah.
It's definitely disproportionate to the actual population.
Oh, well, I mean, of course, that goes without saying.
Undead Quinn, I agree. It should be a tramp stamp. The barcode. The barcode shows me in the back.
Yes. Yes, it should be. All the barcodes should be on the back. Absolutely.
It should be right there at the bottom in the middle of the back cover.
Yep.
Where tramp stamps are.
Yep.
So it's what Xenoscope does. If you haven't noticed.
Is that what they do? Really?
They've been doing that for some of their books.
I know several books they do that. They put I don't think it's in the bottom. It might be like in the top center. Which I think might be easier because I know
to the bottom right.
Because I know at my shop they pre-bag a lot of the books. So if they put it at the bottom of the back cover page, you'd have to take the whole thing out the back.
Do you want David Michelini writing Iron Man or the C-SPAN contributor that they got to do it? I'm sure it'll be wonderful.
Image has it in the back of the bottom left corner. AWA has yours in the back here, in the middle.
So where do we leave off? Who's up?
I just went with my number 3.
I think he just went, so I think that's you then.
Oh,
Pa.
I guess I have mine. Well, Nemesis, we already talked about it. Next.
All right.
This has been 20 seconds. Not even 20 seconds. 5 seconds with Breen.
Alrighty, and then we go to Zach.
That's right. It's me. All right. We are on number 2, and we have got one that I guarantee these other two guys don't have, so there's no copycatting on this.
Wait, let me guess. It's Green Arrow.
Yeah, this guy knows. Green Arrow number 15, Josh Williamson. The artist is one that I am not familiar with. Amansay Nahulpan.
You mean anyone who is not drawing Green Arrow? That's not Phil Hester? You don't know who they are?
Well, Phil Hester did the cover. It's a great cover.
Amansay.
That's a really foreign-sounding name for a white guy to have. I'm sorry.
He's not white. He's Canadian.
Okay, so he's probably comes. The name probably comes
he worked on
Chilean
Young Terrorist, Crush and Lobo. Hey.
What?
Well, he was the artist. He wasn't the writer.
He was artist, yeah.
Yeah.
He's also on Black Mass. He was the artist on that.
Yeah.
Or not Black Mass, but Young Terrorists.
So, this story.
When did Tattoo become Young Terrorists? Did you actually get that?
Yes. No, they're not gonna get us. They're not. Sorry.
The two faux lesbian chicks in like the early 2000s.
Yes.
Was that all the things she said? Was that them too?
Running through my head.
They were from Russia.
Yep.
That's what they reminded me of.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When you see this, it literally is. I think it is. I think it was meant to be that, actually. But he did a variant for that. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Zach.
This has been your moment in the weeds with the real Dr. Venkman.
That actually okay. That definitely is that's them.
That is them. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's funny.
It looks like a.
Mark's bringing up new creative team on Green Arrow soon. That's the good news. Well, there's good news and bad news, and it's all in the same person. It's Chris Condon. If it's the Chris
Ooh.
Condon that wrote the story in Epitaphs in the Abyss, then Green Arrow will Zach will buy one issue and quit. And but and like I said, that truly will be just you have to be a far left activist to have liked that story.
There is a good news though.
That he also wrote the Enfield Gang Massacre, and if that Condon writes it, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, here's the other cool thing. When Condon comes in, they are not doing the Marvel back to number 1. They are it's gonna be issue number 18 when it kicks off. They're not renumbering or anything.
Doesn't mean shit if the
remember that?
The one doing the writing.
So the last time that actually happened, I recall, was when Jeremy Adams took over Flash, and it was still good.
Yeah, didn't they keep the numbering?
Yeah,
they keep the numbering.
DC does that way more than
DC
Marvel.
Tends to do that better than Marvel.
Except for
Marvel
Green Lantern now.
Yeah.
Did they renumber Green Lantern?
Yeah, it's on like 15 now.
Superman.
Oh yeah.
And then Superman was renumbered.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Batman's been continuing.
Okay. Let me wrap up on this because I know we're spending a lot of time on this. So yeah, Green Arrow. This continues the story from issue number 14, where Green Arrow seems to have gone traitor and is working for Amanda Waller. All of the other Arrow family.
Amanda what?
I said I was talking now.
Amanda Wawa.
All the other Arrow family is going after Professor Ivo, and spent last issue fighting Tomorrow Woman, I think it was, who was a villain, I think, from the Grant Morrison Justice League day. Or she tried to be a member, and I think she ended up being a villain in the Grant Morrison run, I think. So it's a really cool issue. This one, if I remember, the last issue ended with most of the Arrow family falling through the sky. Looks like they caught a plane before they hit the ground on this. But yeah, it was a really fun issue, though. Ollie's kind of not the star right now. He's kind of like nobody likes him because he's, a turncoat. But everybody else has got a really cool story, though. You got Arsenal, you've got Connor Hawk wearing the Green Arrow outfit again. You've got Speedy, Mia Dearden, Speedy, Arrowette, all of these older sidekicks making appearances again. It's real fun. So yeah, my number 2 book.
A lot of women in this cast.
Yeah, Mark, that Texas Blood was also with Jacob Phillips, just like that the Enfield Gang Massacre. Maybe he keeps him in check, and that's what scares me about Green Arrow. Because he won't be the artist on that, so obviously I'll support their next project. But
you're saying that Ollie is going to go far left?
No. That's the thing with Green Arrow, is it takes a good writer to write a leftist character and not have it turn into a modern comic.
This is true.
Most writers, actually, the best Green Arrow writer of all time was a conservative. Actually, the two best, Chuck Dixon and Mike Grell.
Wow. See, I still like Kevin Smith's run. I still think Kevin Smith wrote a pretty good run. I need to read. I didn't know that Chuck Dixon wrote Green Arrow.
He wrote it. He was writing it for a while when I think Connor was Green Arrow.
Oh, when Connor was. Okay, that makes sense.
But I'm sure he's written with Ollie. But what I would suggest is reread it sometime and see how well it's aged in these 20-something years. Yeah. I don't know. I said I don't own it myself, but I remember liking it. I just don't think it was as good as Grell's, which none of them have been as good as Grell's.
Yeah, I know Grell is kind of like the standard, the peak one that a lot of people compare others to.
My number 2 is the Rocketeer.
Woo!
And I just
copycats.
Well, you had yours so far up, and
that's true. That's true.
Down. I guarantee you don't have mine and Brian's first one.
Probably not. Where's my list? No, I definitely don't. I definitely
I
don't.
love The Rocketeer. It's one of my favorite comic books we discover, and just pleasure just going back and reading the older ones. And yeah, when you start seeing getting some of the modern world kind of crap being put in there, like the Great Race was kind of, I admit that, yeah, putting a lesbian into in a place time when they were not out and proud, yeah, it was kind of weird. But it just looks so funny. It's like it's like Deadpool versus a bunch of little Deadpools.
Yeah, I mean that wasn't. I mean, it wasn't that they put a lesbian in the story, and they were a little fast and loose with it given the time.
Yeah,
But she saved the day. But then I realized I said that's kind of the Rocketeer.
yeah, he gets saved
So
by.
I'm kind of backing off on my criticism of that.
It still was kind of weird to see a lesbian out in in 1939 or
But
38.
but she was out to her close friends and not.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I mean, I said, I think I,
it was just weird to me. That's all.
I will be happy. Well, I was right there with you, but I think I was wrong about
It was
that.
still a fun story. I'm
Yes,
not
it
gonna say
was.
it just pulls you out of it a little bit.
One kind of I think I'm kind of in agreement with Mark on that. Is Meltzer and I said
I liked a lot of Meltzer's stuff when he was writing stuff with DC. I liked a lot of his stuff.
He basically had to write what they told him in Identity Crisis. So I don't blame him for just that absolute shit show of Gene Loring killing Sue Dibney. But
So what I'm looking forward to, especially the Rocketeer, is just more Betty Page.
eh,
All right.
Who
All right.
doesn't look forward to Betty Page? That's what I want to know.
I
All right.
mean, va va voom.
My number 2.
Oh, ooh.
Scrolling.
Oh, I know what it is.
Scrolling.
It's a new book that's coming out. I think it's like,
Bingo! There you
yay!
go.
Frankenstein.
Frankie time.
You have to let me know how this is.
Or you could just get it.
Or I could just get it too.
I'm
I don't know.
Yeah.
After the Creature of the Black Lagoon,
But Dracula was fantastic. Who's the writer on this? I didn't even look see.
Michael Walsh.
I have no idea who he is. Is he? Wasn't he on Beverly Hills 90210?
Has Brandon Walsh.
Brandon's
I thought it
brother?
was the guy from the Daily Wire with the beard.
No, but a modern day horror visionary. So modern day.
No. The writer's a modern day vision.
I know. I'm just hoping he doesn't have modern visions in this book. But yeah, the guy from Silver Coin. I remember. I think Skip was getting the silver coin. He was enjoying that.
Did you read the first paragraph?
Oh, okay.
What it's going to be about?
Yeah, that's legend.
Oh yeah, no, I read about this. Yeah, it's each of the body parts, like where they come from.
That could be interesting,
Wow.
or
that could be pretty cool.
Absolutely awful. We'll find out. Find out Thursday.
All right. Well, at least it's not Frankenhooker.
Unless I drop dead from heat stroke working on my collection upstairs when it's 98 effing degrees.
Well, you have the AC on, don't you?
Yeah, but the room I'm working in doesn't have a ceiling fan, and
Yikes!
It's just weird. I was working today, and I'm sweating like a pig, and I would just since I'm old, I have to go sit down every once in a while. I go into the bedroom that has a ceiling fan, 15-degree temperature difference. That's not that much, but I mean enough it's a noticeable one.
I mean, if you're in there with all the comic books, you really want to have a fan on blowing around?
Ceiling. I mean, the ceiling fan I have is basically it's on the lowest setting, so it's basically just like circulating the air, but that's enough. I don't have that in another room, and plus, I don't have blinds in that room, so the sun comes in.
Oh,
that allows me to see, with just the one light. But
we have those the liners that go inside your curtains. They're supposed to help keep the sun out and stuff like that. so it helps cool, keeps the house cool when it's hot like this. Because my windows were sweating today.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I was like, "Is it foggy out this morning?" No, it's just that humid out there.
It's, I said this, when it was dark out, I checked the temperature. It was still 90. I've been here for 56 years. I don't ever remember it being 90 when dark.
To the right of me, right here, I have the thermometer. It says 84.
I bet still, you know, within 3 or 4 degrees of that, probably to the high side here.
My room is 73 though. So
Yeah, I'm not complaining. My air works fine, but when I'm not in that room, but God,
yeah.
I can't tell you how much fun I'm having doing this. Other than like my back is killing me after logging outside. Of course, I realized I can't find my green arrow number 1. Not happy about that.
Well, she do put a mini fridge in there in case your back goes out. You can at least reach over and grab something to eat.
I've got a mini fridge in the next room. It's the smartest investment I've ever had. And yet, I realized that a Batman issue I gave E to auction off.
Yeah.
I just figured, of course I have that. The first Tim Drake.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I thought I did.
Oh well. Alrighty. But yeah. Anything else to say about this?
No, it's going to be an interesting take. It's just I'm hoping the art is at least serviceable, because like I said, I mean, there's you think after 190 years, give or take, since Mary Shelley wrote this, that they would have run out of ways to reinterpret it, but this seems to be original. So
it says here in this first issue, Dr. Henry Frankenstein begins his unholy quest to create a life by robbing the grave of a decorated police officer. Little does he know that the corpse has a son who is mourning a father, and that this young boy will forever change Frankenstein's life. Ooh. I said I like the cover art here too. A lot of negative space, so Christ way behind him. I'm not appreciating that. But Michael Walsh and Tony Marie Griffin.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8.
I like the detail. I'll go at 9.
With all those daisies, it'd be cool if there was like a drowning little girl in the background. What?
Well, yeah, because she would be pushing up daisies then.
Oh!
She was, literally.
Yeah. All right.
God, movie's 93 years old now.
Wow. Did you ever watch the was it the Frankenstein Chronicles with Sean Bean? It's a BBC TV series. Really cool. He was a cop that was exploring these bodies. Kept a body washed up that had mismatched parts. It was a kid's body, and there was basically Frankenstein was experimenting on orphan kids. He would just street kids, homeless kids, and he would just kidnap them, experiment them, and then trying to create life, immortality. And in a turn, Sean Bean's character ends up becoming Frankenstein as a monster. It's really cool. I recommend it. It was on Netflix, so I watched it. I don't know if it's still there anymore, but really fun. All right. Is it my turn again? Is it Zach's turn?
That was Brain who did Frankenstein, so I think that we're in the number ones now.
Number 1. Well, I know me and my pop share this book, but I'll give you a countdown first before we get there.
Sure.
Void Rivals was my number 5. My number 4 was Nemesis. Number 3 was Venom, Separation Anxiety. 2 you just saw was The Rocketeer. And my number 1 book for the week. I gotta scroll down because youths don't know good stuff when it's out. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised you're not getting this though, Zach.
It's not the Jed McKay book.
I know it's not. I was surprised though. You got the other one though. It wasn't the Layla one. Where was Lila? Here, my number 1 book for the week. As we scroll down and down and down to the depths of hell. It's down to sanction. Number 4. Look at that. It's a cozy Wisconsin home in the middle of winter.
It's Wisconsin Santa Claus.
That's me when I get older. I'm just gonna live in the woods. Just have my hatchet, and that's all I need. Uh, man, fun series. Detectives Dimitrov. It's Smirnov.
Dmitrovich.
Dmitrovich and Smirnov have caught up to serial murder they've been hunting. It leads to a brutal battle, but finding the culprit only leads to more trouble and more attempts on their lives. After realizing someone else is pulling the killer's strings, Dmitrovich and Smirnov face an even deadlier threat. No more vodka. Oh man, dude, fun series. Wow. What more can I say about this? Murder mystery. It's in Russian. Well, not the language is in Russian, but it's just fun. And I can't remember what year is this modern day. I can't remember. Was this modern day?
87, I think.
80s. Yeah, 80s. So oh man, it's what Atomic Blonde should have been. But fun. And there's no other cover. Normally there's a variant cover, but it isn't for this one. I can't believe this isn't higher in the pull list on Live Comic Geeks, but then again, I see what it is. Some Amazing Spider-Man's always being pulled because there's people that apparently are enjoying the Zeb Wells book. It's weird.
Is this Mad Cave?
This is Mad Cave.
Man, they're on fire.
I know. There's so many. Flash Gordon, Defenders of the Earth. I like. Yeah, Dick Tracy. Yeah, this. I thought there's another one too. I'm trying to.
I think that's it.
Kosher Mafia.
Oh, Kosher Mafia. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. See.
I remember y'all's books more than y'all did. No, I'm just kidding.
We got the Russian book here. Then we have the Jewish book, and then we got the New Yorkish book. Yeah, it's fun stuff. And this is Ray Fox. Ray Fox has been running a lot of cool stuff. Hey, no yawning. Not on this channel.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to.
You only yawn Wednesday nights, brother. All right.
Oh God.
Who was next again, Mr. Breen?
Zach.
Me? Okay.
All right. So let me go away from the good book to the bad book.
Let me slap myself awake here. Okay.
I would do
Number
for
5.
you, but I can't reach.
Number 5 was Nemesis Rogues Gallery from the great one, Mark Millar. Number 4 was The Rocketeer Breaks Free, the only book from IDW worth getting. Number 3 was Aliens vs. Avengers #1 from Hickman and Isad Ribic. Number 2 is Green Arrow issue number 15. Number 1 book of the week. Why do you have it on Void Rivals?
Well, that's usually what you go to.
No, it's not.
What?
Number 1 this week is I Lie Pai #1 from Massive Publishing.
I should have known you're a big kid at heart.
I mean, okay, so here's the thing.
You mean it wasn't Suicide Squad?
That's not Suicide Squad. That's Absolute Power Origins #2.
It's the rise of Amanda Wawa.
Anyway, yeah, if you picked up I Lie Pai, the free comic book day issue, which I'm glad I did. Otherwise, I would not know anything about this. It really got me excited for this series. So this is Popeye being reimagined as a high energy. It's got a very big manga feel to it.
No,
It's Popeye fighting a whole lot of like outlandish sea monsters and like elder beings almost. You got Bruno, you got Olive Oil, you got Wimpy, like all these Popeye classic characters. Bruno, it's actually really cool. Bruno is very much, he seems to be like that character who's both the antagonist and like friendly competition. There's a lot of cartoony like punches and just wild action scenes in here. It's very much, you see on the synopsis there, it compares it to manga like One Piece or Dragon Ball. I think it's going to be great. I can't wait to read through it. So it's going to be going over the mystery of how he loses his eye. Then they kind of start touching on that in the Free Comic Book Day issue, but then it ends up being like a little bit of a red herring. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. And so it's the writer and the artist are the same person. It is Marcus Williams. And it says that he's worked on a Captain America book. He did like I think he did like one issue of he did a story in one issue of Captain America. Yep. It was like the 750, like the big anthology anniversary. I'm sorry, Rhaegar, you are correct. It is Bluto. Why did I say Bruno? What the heck is wrong with me? So I didn't read his Captain America book, but I did read this Popeye, and it looks like a lot of fun. That is the cover that I really want. That's
the Dragon Ball?
Yeah, that's the Dragon Ball, the manga homage. That looks really dope. Yeah, this looks like it's just going to be a ton of fun, though. The colors look great. Just assuming it's the same level of quality from the Free Comic Book Day, I think it's going to be a ton of fun. So that is why this is my number one book of the week.
All right. Undead Quinn coming in with 3 books this week. White Boat, number 2, which is number 3.
Oh, is that the distillery book?
White
Boat or White Ship?
Speaking of distillery, after E got a hold of it, isn't that? Are we due for the second issue of whatever it was we were reading that we both liked, Beckman?
Oh yeah, the
oversized book.
Yeah.
What was that one called? Hang on.
No. I literally have it over here.
Yeah, because I've already. what's it called?
The Big Burn.
Big Burn.
Big Burn. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've already filed it, and it would probably take me a half hour to find it now.
Number 2 for Undead Quinn is Void Rivals, number 12.
Shoot. Sorry, go ahead.
Is number 1 for the week, though, is... Did he post it? Yeah, Sacrificers, number 11.
Sacrificers.
Nice.
Unfortunate news, Big Burn issue number 2 does not come out until October.
No.
Okay, that's good news.
Well, then number 3 comes out in November, or it's scheduled to come out in November. So I don't know what the gap is between issue number 1 and 2, but
I apologize. I'm not trying to ignore your list on purpose, Undead Quinn. I have a full screen. I have to look at my phone to see what the chat is. Whereas Zach can actually look at the comments on the right.
I can. That's how I knew that Rhaegar was correct.
So Zach's ignoring your list.
I'm not ignoring his list. I thought that you were. I was talking with Undead Quinn in the comments. I think it was Undead Quinn or it was Mark. I think it was Mark.
Wow, now you don't even know which one. What's up, Eloise? So you popped in there too. And as always,
at least I'm not skipping people like One Slick Dude and E. I'm just mistaking the identities of the people I'm talking to.
Hey, excuse me. And as always, how's it going, little Rhaegar?
Can I give my number 1 now?
Go for it, Pa. I'm done.
only go back to that book again that I had before.
Popeye does look like a lot of fun, though.
Okay, first a recap. Number 5 doesn't exist anymore. Number 4, Rocketeer breaks free. Number 3, Nemesis Rogues Gallery. Number 2, Frankenstein. And number 1, Sanction. And let's go to the trades. We can't beat your Russian reading of the synopsis. So
that's true. How haven't you played Colossus in X-Men reading yet? That's what I want to know.
Well, because usually Brain usually is, or somebody else is.
No. You know why? You know why I get to do the Russians, Zach?
Why?
Because they're not starring roles. And once Puppeteen and Venkman and the Frog, get done divvying those up, all that's left are scraps.
What do you mean? I take Cyclops. He's not a starring role.
So I think Russian scraps.
Cyclops is a starring role. What are you talking about? He's the main guy.
Yeah. That's why I take Cyclops. Because he's not a starring role. All right. Darkest Hour is out this week. Power Rangers Recharged. All right, we get here. Chip Zdarsky, Avengers.
Actually, I heard that was very good.
I heard, I heard a Twilight. I heard it picked up.
Yeah.
I heard it started kind of. I heard it started interesting, then it started to dip, then it picked up towards the end.
RoboCop, Iron Man.
I've heard worse.
Uh,
Magic Iron Man. And that's worse than RoboCop. That makes less sense than RoboCop Iron Man.
I Am Gotham. It's being
Man,
different.
one slick. I will make sure that E skips you at least once in your honor tonight.
Dude, One Slick may have what I have. I don't know.
Herpes?
What?
Well, we know that One Slick Dude's got a brain, so it's not that.
Aw. Womp womp.
He's on
That's
Derpin
okay.
tonight, Mr. Derpin.
That's actually a quote from a movie, but I can't remember the movie.
All right. Blade Volume 2 is being released.
Really, do we really need a Power Girl trade? Really?
I need to see the Power Girl pinups. That's it.
That's all anyone needs.
Benjamin Percy's Sabretooth War. No one cares.
I don't know, man. Ben Percy, he's been writing Wolverine for a minute. Part of me wants to try it out because I know.
Sorry, Wolverine should not look like Shadowhawk.
That's his X-Force outfit, isn't it?
He's wearing armor. He's wearing adamantium.
Oh, is he wearing armor? Oh, that doesn't make sense.
Adamantium armor.
That don't make a lick of sense. I thought it was like his X-Force outfit.
I think it's him going against a bunch of clones or something. Or I don't know. It's.
Wow.
I didn't read it. So, Vengeance of the Moon Knight. Yay! I'll just wait for the actual omnibus collecting everything. Our compendium. Venom Epic Collection. The Hunger. All right, got there. Spy X Family. You can skip that.
Hey, that's a good series.
Grant Morrison and Dave McKean on Absolute Batman Arkham Asylum. Spider against Smash. Yeah, it gets okay. Submariner.
Shit.
He's gonna kill Stingray.
Yeah. We also got Justice League World's Greatest Superheroes by Alex Ross and Paul Dini.
Is that just like an art
do me a
book?
favor. Go into the name war and see what issues that covers.
You mean the normal?
Normal.
Zach's like, what the hell is normal? What do you mean normal?
I like that. That's funny. Normal.
Do you know what that's from?
That's how people say his name underwater.
Do you know what normal's from?
No.
That was the cute cat on Garfield that Garfield hated.
Yes.
Oh, the little gray cat, the little girl cat.
Yeah.
That had a crush on him. Yeah.
No, I didn't have a crush on him. No.
Well, I thought that was the gray cat that had a crush on him.
No, it wasn't. No, it was a boy cat. Arlene.
Oh, okay.
His girlfriend.
What ones are you reading, Zach?
I don't know. I've read a Garfield comic.
Man. Yeah, I'm way behind on my Submariner Epic collections. I mean, my Submariner.
Look at Prince Namor being a manho. He's married to Lady Dorma, and he's still wanting to get with Sue Storm.
Lady Dorma doesn't make it out of this volume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But this also, Submariner 40 and Daredevil 77, which we ought to do because everybody, it's Spider-Man's in both issues. It starts in Daredevil. And then Spider-Man and Namor leave to go on their adventure.
Yeah.
The long dead Captain Leonard McKenzie.
Is that the one where they go through a portal? Spider-Man and Daredevil go, or not Daredevil is fighting against they're all three of them were fighting, but then
but then when they go through the portal, Daredevil doesn't go with them.
Yeah, I think we read that one.
Maybe we did. That
sounds familiar because they went to there's a hot girl that takes them through the portal.
Maybe we did. Yeah, we did then.
I think so. Marani would be like, I know we'd read this one.
Man, I need this.
You need it bad, bro.
Well, like I said, I don't have many issues of Submariner, so I only buy Epic collections now if I need like 70% of the issues.
I mean, in the aftermath, Namor is on a rampage, and in his pursuit of vengeance, he learns that his father, Leonard Nimoy, is still alive.
The
I want to read
great
that.
one, the one worthy of all praise in comics, Roy Thomas.
Do you know what I started reading recently? I started reading the Danny Ketch ghostwriter from the 90s.
Hmm.
Started reading that. I'm 2 issues in. But I also was reading the Saga of the Submariner. The little 12-issue limited series. I'm enjoying both.
That's the one where he has like the really long ponytail.
No.
I know
No.
in the 90s, I think late
And
80s and 90s, that's that
this
really
was the
long
80s,
ponytail.
but this was a 12-issue origin story
Oh, okay.
of Namor. This yeah, basically his parents getting together, having a booty call, and then he's born. Yeah, and then it's his teenage years when he was a boy. Then his random mutation of his ankle wings.
This also has one of the 2-part tryout books for the Defenders.
Yeah, I see here. Yeah,
Yeah, where Submariner, Silver Surfer, and Hulk fight Iron Man, Thor, and Clinton Barton's Goliath.
believe me, I plan on scheduling some more Submariners for the readings. This one, the title itself is cool.
But this was a very good run of Submariner. So I mean, as far as like if you get a chance, like next time you're in stock trades and you can find it cheap, I would recommend it.
Sweet. Alrighty. And then we scroll down, and then we get some weird stuff. More weird stuff. Even more weird stuff. Dune. Really?
Lisan Al Gaib.
Luke, it's Iron Man! Arriba!
Iron Man Omnibus.
He uses Omni Beam on the omnibus. Hey!
Namor made it down to the omnibus and smacking Iron Man. He got done with Stingray, now he's smacking Iron Man.
The Iron Mans that are going to be covered in this. See what issues are that covered in that.
It's the perfect nose armor
because
cover.
it doesn't seem like it should. Seems awfully early for a third.
It's
volume.
too white. Oh, sorry. All right. Welcome back to the classic adventures of Iron Man and his omnibus. A revolution in Latin America keeps Tony Stark on his toes while the spy governor puts together an elite team with one objective: destroy.
What do omnibuses cost now? $1.25.
Yeah,
that's not bad though, because the first 100+ issues of Iron Man never get talked about, but they were really, really good.
Well, I'll tell you what they don't cost is $125 on in stock trades.
No, that's it. That's Maranya, if I had 2 pennies to rub together, I'd do it. But yeah, that's like I said, that's a lot of good stuff in there. You also get the first appearance of Thanos, who was I don't know that they really knew what they had there, because it was first appearance of Thanos, the Destroyer, and the Blood Brothers. I think were all in the same issue of 55.
And Moondragon. Drax Destroyer. That's cool. So we've gone from the Mandarin to Whiplash.
Yeah, Moondragon had already appeared in something before that, a couple issues before that.
They know originally they were going to call him Miracle Whiplash, but they decided to hold up the miracle.
Yeah, Glenzer, you're not wrong. Unfortunately, that's the problem. It's a lot of comic shops don't even bother to stock omnibuses anymore.
Holy crud! Look at those photos of Mike Frederick and Gary Conway. They look the same.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's Pixel to the right. Alan Brodsky. Yeah. And Harold Ramis down the bottom. Steve Gerber looks like Harold Ramis.
Yeah, Archie Goodwin, another guy that died young.
Mike Esposito! Yeah, that's the other guy. Artie Simek. Wow.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Alan Brodsky was Saul's son.
Yeah, you imagine these guys when they were working on these books were probably in their 40s or 50s. Artie Simek and stuff.
Yeah, Artie Simek and George Tuska might have already been in their 50s by then.
Wow.
Obviously, Conway was very young.
Young Gil Kane too back then.
Gil Kane died fairly young. I think he was only 70 when he died, or 74.
Died in the 80s.
He died in 2000.
Oh, really? You think that far?
Yeah, he was born in 26, so he was 73 or 4 when he died.
Dr. Spectrum. Marianne Rod.
There's the tail end of this omnibus. Dr. Spectrum. Was it? God, I think somebody else. And Mariah can correct me. I don't think it was Tony in the armor because I think something happened, and I think somebody was. I don't know if it might have been Tony. Well, Dr. Spectrum corrupted whoever was wearing the Iron Man suit, and he has a fight with Thor in issue 66, which is really cool.
Oh, cool. We'll quick go through the trades and then
Marvel was so good in those days.
Magic Order Volume 2 is being collected in trade format. Very cool.
Nice.
Cherish.
I would probably buy. Joe Crollo edited that, by the way.
Yeah, I liked it. That was decent.
I would probably buy the Magic Order tomorrow if the Submariner epic wasn't out.
Wow, Purgatory Must Die is finally being collected in trade. That came out like 2 years ago.
That's the way it should be.
I know, but I mean, like, it's just shocked. What?
No, I said I agree.
I thought you're.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
I thought you were telling me a quick stop on My Little Pony.
Well, we should probably wrap this up because we're supposed to be starting in 4 minutes.
All right, just going through the end here. There's Ghost coming out
Manga. Lots of manga.
Pre-code Ghost.
I wonder how Bitter Root is gonna do in German.
How much is that on that? Yeah, on this.
$32.99 for the.
Is that
Ghost?
volume 2? I think I've got
volume 2 trade. 2. Yeah. The Russian books are always fun too. I see here. Really? Oh, I thought it said transphobic. I was like, what the heck? Yeah.
Transphobia.
No, that's what they'll cry when that book doesn't sell any.
Yeah, I know, Maranya. I know Eddie wore the armor in the early 20s issues, but I don't remember if he wore it again. And I think it might have been Eddie. Because I think he did wear the armor twice.
Eddie, it's always Eddie.
Well, I said Jim Rhodes wasn't the first. Jim Rhodes wasn't the first Black Iron Man.
No, I'm just thinking. I was thinking Venom. So it mentions Eddie.
I was watching. We watched No Way Home on vacation, and of course at the very end they have Tom Hardy as Eddie at the end. And the guys tell him about the MCU universe. He gets the Incredible Hulk. Hulk? And you thought Lethal Protector was a crap name.
Yes. Alrighty, though. Thank you all for showing up. Glenzer, holding you to it, bro. You always say every time you in the live stream, you leave a super chat. I haven't seen one in forever, bro. That's all good, though.
Don't let them bully you, Glenzer.
I will not bully you. I'll just suggest kindly. No. But I thank you all for being here. And we'll be here on Wednesday. Actually, no, Thursday night, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Ron's posting that we did Daredevil 77, but did we ever do Submariner 40?
I remember we did a Submariner book where they actually go in, and it's him and Spider-Man. They go in.
Okay, so we did do both ends of that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We split roast that thing. We're good.
Oh.
All right, guys.
My sensitive ears. Go over to I Love Comics for tier rating, cover ratings. I assume there's one going on tonight.
Always.
Yes.
Every night, Zach. except for Saturdays. There is a true ranking going on.
Sweet.
All right. Yeah, sweet Christmas. Good night, guys.
Sweet Christmas. Y'all have a good night.